or whatever. I guess like there's like racial tension in Long Beach, and they're talking about all kinds of shit. And all I gotta say is like I was there before they were there, and it was a white community, and then it was a Hispanic community, and then they came with drugs, and then they destroyed the community, and then everybody moved out, and then they forced people to move. They complicated people's lives, and that wasn't my fault, bro. All I did was sit at home and DJ, and that wasn't even accepted, I guess, because even that was a problem or whatever. So it's like, when it comes down to it, people moving back and people buying properties and stuff like that and ruining their little. The question was, why couldn't it be a black neighborhood? And I was like, why couldn't I just live my own life, bro? You know what I mean? Because I didn't care what neighborhood it was. I was just living there. You know what I mean? I didn't give a fuck. I didn't employ anybody. I had my personal relationships and got things like that. But yeah, you could have that. But if you earn that in a positive way, because it doesn't make sense that you would question a person that all that they did was have peace in their home, and then a community took away that peace and ruined the neighborhood and complexed it, and then like made the person move, and just destroyed life like that. So, I mean, it doesn't make sense that you would want those rights, but you would take those rights away from someone. So, I mean, I don't really care what neighborhood it is, as long as, like, that I respect you, you respect me, because at the same time, it's like, how could you want a community when you can't even keep the peace, bro? That's what's going on. I guess it is what it is, bro. People forcing position, all this stuff. It's like there is a way to do it. Look at me in Vegas. I didn't move here to Vegas with drugs, and I didn't come over here doing anything bad. We just moved here and did the dip and did the steps, and now we're living in Vegas. So that's what I'm saying. It's just really crazy. But yeah, I mean, I can make it whatever I want. If I buy property there, or you decide to buy things, because it doesn't have to be part of their system. You know what I mean? There's other bodies in that town, and there's other systems. It's just ridiculous. So it's like, when the racial games is like, I really don't have a problem. It's just the fact that, I mean, I grew up there too. I went to school there. I went to college there. I fell there. If I decided to buy something, then I bought something there. You know what I mean? And if I decide to employ people, I don't have to employ in the community. I can employ outside of the community to make it better for my business. Because at the end of the day, it's about making a profit and actually existing. You know what I mean? So it's a trip. It's just weird about hiring people locally in that area, because there's so much stuff going on. I'm surprised they even got hired actually local. You know, it's just a trip. It's trust issue. It's because you want to be in a community, but sometimes the community tries to take advantage of your business, like stealing stuff, or like, look, let them get away with this, to get cool and to get that. That's why it's harder when you've done the steps and you've done the work just to be able to be there. And it's just weird, bro. I don't know. It's just weird. All these flashbacks to Vegas, and like, it's just, I remember when you could go to the park, and it was a good park. And there was like activities for everyone to do, and there was like, it was just a different kind of staff. I guess the park was supported, and I guess it's not supported now. It's all that, it's the drugs, bro. You know, and I don't know. I guess I ran into an old argument between two people, and you know what the difference is today? The difference today is that I decided to be known with my drug quitting, bro. Not everybody can do that. It's a personal choice, but at the same time, I did the steps like the people down the street, as they say it. Yeah, I did the same thing, and I respect their way, and they have to respect my way too. You know what I mean? Because I did the steps their way, and I did it both of the ways. So it's like my way works as well. And I got the results I wanted. But being anonymous and being known are two different things. And it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of like personal decisions to do that. So whatever argument's going on, that's with the person in the past, not with me, because I probably took guidance from you too. So it is what it is. But it's crazy. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. After being it in your hometown, you feel like you could buy it. You know, not drugs like churches and things like that because you've already lived there. And that was the whole thing too. Like supposedly going through all this struggle and going through all this brokenness and all this poverty and this no control of life was so that I could destroy buildings and I could fire people and I could do things like that because I went through it myself, you know, to be able to create physical change. Okay, I thought that's what we were doing, was going through all this crazy stuff to be able to create physical change. Because let's face it, destroying a church or destroying a shopping center or something like that really could lose jobs, you know. And then if you freeze it, it's gonna fuck up people even more. But you know what? It's like, you know, most of the people that live there don't work there, and I know that. And then most of the people that do, like, work there aren't from there. So it's like, you know, and physical change takes time. You know, I could take as long as I want or whatever. So that's what I thought the explanation for all this craziness was being able to create physical change, even if it would cause people to lose their jobs, their homes, their houses, or all whatever. That's the reason I thought that was for, so we could destroy buildings and create new things and change life, bro. Because it does need a physical change. So I don't know. So it is what it is, okay? And then I thought we were going through it just so that we could be able to evict people if we decided to get an apartment or some complex or something. So that's what's going on. So thanks so much for listening. So I guess we're gonna take it slower, and we gotta be local and deal with like the local companies that are serious about making garments, because that whole loss of credibility to sell underwear is a bit much. You know what I mean? Especially when you've already gone through 1,000 dupes of fucking you know. So it's your boy Servi, and we're just like planting the seeds and hitting all the local balls so that we can have an umbrella and we can have personal rejuvenation so that we can live our life the way we want to live our life without having to do this person's dip or that racial dip or this group's dip, you know, we get to exist as self, bro, a regular person, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a bunch of seed tossing. I'm trying to make coral right now. You know, take it one step by step by step by step. You know, so it can coral. You know, so it's just one solid. Bah! So that's what's going on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Big ups to my girlfriend. I don't know when she's gonna show up or whatever, but when she does, she's gonna fix all this crazy shit, and we're gonna see who's really my girlfriend and who's not. And we're gonna get credible and shit. And look out for Airman shoes. Those are bad.